Mm-mm-mm. Get, get them on here. All right. We'll wait for him to join.
Yo, what
What's
up,
good,
bro?
bro?
What's up with you?
Chilling.
I'm
Yes.
I'm up here looking at that PDF that Will has sent us and everything.
Oh yeah, that one. That one's really good. He sent me the Ebo one and he sent me the Ibibio one.
Yeah, I'm about to just I literally just opened it up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's all this about.
Man, I had I just had to bring this up because people going crazy. Ukraine, and Russia. You know,
Yeah,
like bro, we still got a long way to go. And
people's crazy. Yo,
people,
salami, y'all, salami.
what's good, everybody? People saying we already in the second woe, but that's what we're gonna cover today. Like it's not even gonna be long anyway. It's just literally once you read Revelations 11 chapter 1 all the way down, it literally tells you what the second woe is going to be, and it literally consists of the two witnesses, and we have not seen that yet. So people saying that the second woe is past, obviously they don't read and they don't know what's going on. What's good, bro?
Yo, what's going on, bro? Yo, say my. But I'm gonna see if my Wi-Fi hooked up. Okay, we good. Yeah, yeah, bro. You know I'm learning right now from you. I don't got this breakdown, so
Oh
I'm just reading. I'm learning.
yeah, we all gonna be learning this one, but this uh there was this one book. I forgot to get it. It literally tells you who the two witnesses are, but I have it on my page. I'll probably just post it on my story after this. But yeah, this I just don't know how people miss it. I don't know how. I don't know. That's what you get from learning.
Yeah, there's so
Oh,
many fucking doctrines out here, you know.
yeah,
And I'm gonna start with a script. Then hold on, let me get to it.
yeah. Gospel Nicodemus. That's what it is.
Okay, so here go a script. This Matthew 24:6. It says, "And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
Right. That's
So
that's literally how it's written down.
let me actually read the next two. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows."
Right. That's just the beginning.
So,
Long way to go. Long way. But yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get this short lesson started. So, two witnesses takes place during the second woe. I also heard people saying that the two witnesses is Judah and Ephraim, which once we read makes no sense. I forgot who said that, but they out here teaching that the two witnesses is Judah and Ephraim. But yeah, that's not it. So I'm gonna start with Revelations 11:3.
all right. Is the
Uh,
revel? Are you gonna read it or?
I'm gonna read this.
All right.
So it says, "I will give power unto my two witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,203 days." When you look that up, that's 3.5. They're gonna be clothed in sackcloth and will be prophesying on the earth. So when these two witnesses come, they're going to be clothed in sackcloth and going to be prophesying for 3.5 years. And then verse 4 it says, "These are the two olive trees and two candles standing before the Most High of the earth." Now, a precept to this, which Zechariah saw, and we're going to go there. Go ahead and go to Zechariah 4.
All right. You can start at verse 1.
Yeah.
All right. Zechariah 4 and verse 1, it says, And the angel that talked with me came again and waked me, as a man that is wakened out of his sleep, and said unto me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold, a candlestick all of gold, with a bowl upon the top of it, and his 7 lamps thereon, and the 7 pipes to the 7 lamps which are upon the top thereof, and the
Yep.
2 olive trees by it, one upon the right side of the bowl, and the other upon the left side thereof.
Mm-hmm.
So I answered and spake to the angel that talked with me, saying, What are these, my master? Then the angel that talked with me answered and said unto me, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my master.
Right.
Verse 6 says, Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Most High unto Zerubbabel, saying, Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said the Most High. Host. Keep going.
Yeah. So right now, Zechariah, he's seeing a vision right now of, the 2 candlesticks, the lamp. That's pretty much the same thing what John is seeing in Revelations, right? Now go down to I think it's verse 13.
All right, verse 13.
Wait,
Verse
verse
12.
verse 11.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
Then answered I and said unto him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, and upon the left side thereof? And I answered again and said unto him, What be these 2 olive branches which through the 2 golden pipes empty the golden oil out of themselves? And he answered me and said, Knowest thou not what these be? And I said, No, my master. Then he said, These are the 2 anointed ones
Mm-hmm.
that stand by the Most High of the whole earth.
There. See? So Zechariah, he saw 2 witnesses standing by the Ancient of Days, the Creator, waiting for their appointed time to go down on the earth to prophesy. When we go back to Revelations 11:4, John is seeing the same thing. It says, These are the 2 candlesticks before the Most High of the earth. Zechariah and John, the Revelator, saw the same thing: two olive branches and candlesticks. So we're gonna go back to Revelations and read witnesses. So I'm gonna start from verse 5. So this is Revelations 11:5. It says, "And if any man will hurt them, fire proceeded out of their mouth and devoured their enemies. And if any man will hurt them, he must in this manner be killed." So we're going to get into who are the 2 olive trees and branches. And one of them is clear, but we're just going to go into it so those that are not aware will know that the 2 witnesses is Elijah and Enoch. The reason why is because these are the only 2 prophets in the whole Bible that have not died. They have not tasted death. Therefore, they did not fulfill the curse of Adam. Ever since Adam sinned, we were cursed to die. Adam wasn't supposed to die. We're supposed to live basically forever until they broke that commandment. Therefore, the curse of Adam of death was put upon man. So only Elijah, who was taken up by chariots of horses, he didn't die. Enoch, who was translated by the word, he didn't die. And so we're going to get more context on what that is. So we can go to Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5, and you can read that one.
All right. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 5 says, Behold, I will send you Elijah, the prophet, before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Most High.
See?
And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse.
There, see? So, and all facts. So all the plagues that we read in Revelations, all of that has to happen before the Messiah comes. So when we read about the 7 plagues, the 3 woes, the 7 trumpets, the seals, all that has to be fulfilled before the Messiah comes. And thus, and again, the two witnesses are prophesying for 3.5 years. So therefore, the second woe will last for 3.5 years.
All right.
And then and then the first woe, y'all can read that. I think that's in like Revelations 10 or something. But the first woe consists of the beast coming out of the bottomless pit, and out of the pit came these monsters, pretty much, and they tormented men for X amount of time, and that was just the first woe. But dealing with the second woe, again, it lasts for 3.5 years, and that's during the time where the two witnesses are prophesying on the whole earth. The Most High has given them power to do what they have to do in order to complete their prophecy. So let's see. That was yeah. So yeah, keep that in mind. All 7 plagues, which do consist of 3 woes, must happen during the 7 plagues. Is when the Antichrist is ruling. When the Messiah comes, Satan will be locked up for 1,000 years, and the Messiah will be ruling for 1,000 years. Israel is back in their homeland. During this time, Israel is in the wilderness, and Yah is pouring judgment upon the earth. So all throughout Revelation, we see these plagues. We see all this judgment happening. That's while the Antichrist is here, right?
Hey, Sister Sam, how you doing?
Oh, how you doing? Yeah. So all that, Israel's in the wilderness, dwelling in Satan, while all these plagues are happening on the earth, right? So let's go back to 6, and I'm this
You said you reading which chapter?
Revelations 11:6.
Okay.
All right. So back to the two witnesses. It says, "These have power to shut heaven, that it rain not in the days of prophesy, and have waters to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues as often as they will." So we all know that in the time of Elijah, when he was here, he caused the heavens to shut so that it won't rain. So the same thing he did back then, it's the same thing he's going to do when he comes back. And we can see in 1 Kings 17:1. So go ahead and read that. 1 Kings 17:1. Shalom, Twin Star. How you doing?
All right, you said 17:1.
Yeah.
All right, it says, and Elijah, 1 Kings 17:1, and Elijah the Tishbite, who was of the inhabitants of Gilead, said unto Ahab, as the Most High power of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word.
Mm-hmm.
And the word of the Most High came to him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according unto the word of the Most High, for he went and dwelt by the brook Cherith, that is before Jordan.
Right.
And the raven, that's good.
Now keep reading.
Verse 6, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it came to pass after a while that the brook dried up, because there had been no rain in the land. And
Right.
the word of the Most High came unto him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarephath, which belongeth to Zidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow woman to there to sustain thee. So he arose and went to Zarephath.
You good, bro?
Oh, okay. My bad.
Yeah. So right there in 1 Kings, we see that Elijah, he caused the land not to rain. That's the same thing he's going to do when he comes back, right? That's one of the plagues that he's going to do. Now, when we go back to Revelation 11:7, we're going to finish it off, okay? Now we're still proving that Elijah is one of the witnesses. Once we get done proving that, we're going to show Enoch, because remember, these two prophets never died. And then once we keep reading, down to Revelations, we see that the beast, who was the Antichrist, kills these two prophets. Therefore, these two prophets fulfilled the curse of Adam. The Messiah had to die. All the prophets had to die. Therefore, Elijah and Enoch have to die as well, which is why they're being sent back on the earth to do what they got to do. And then the Most High will allow the beast basically to overcome them and kill them. All right. So we're going back to Revelations 11, and we're going to start from verse 7. And it says, and when they have finished their testimony, the beast that is sent out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. All right. So this verse here shows that the two witnesses, like, well, I don't know who's teaching this, but I heard it somewhere. They said that the two witnesses is Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, which makes no sense because we see right here that these two witnesses die. So those that pushing that has to, I don't know, they have to make that make sense. If the two witnesses, Northern and Southern Kingdom, why do they die right here? You're saying that both kingdoms are going to die? It doesn't make sense. That's what happens when you just follow those doctrines of man. Literally, you just read contextually, you just read straightforward. It literally tells you. And then the prophets itself connects with these prophecies. They were seeing the same thing. All right. So, yeah, so they're going to be killed. And then let's go down to, let's go to Enoch. But not the book of Enoch, but we're going to show that Enoch is one of the other witnesses. So we can go to Genesis 5, verse 21.
All right.
And you can read that one. Go down to 24. So Genesis 5:21 through 24.
All right. Okay. All right. So yes, Genesis 5, verse 21. It says, and Enoch lived 65 years and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with the Most High after he begat Methuselah 300 years and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with the Most High, and he was not, for the Most High took him.
Right. A precept to that is Hebrews 11:5, and I'll read this one. So what we read just now, it says, and he was not, meaning that he did not fulfill his time. He didn't die. God took him. Hebrews 11:5, it says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yah has translated him. For before his translation, he had his testimony that he pleased the Most High. So those are two common factors that Elijah and Enoch had. They both did not die, right? So let's go back to Revelations 11:8, and I'll read this one. So this is Revelation 11:8. We just read in verse 7 that these two witnesses were overcome by the beast and they died. So verse 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Adonai was crucified. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. So basically every nation during this time, remember, this is why the Antichrist is ruling. So everyone is celebrating, everyone is rejoicing, sending gifts to each other. They pretty much made a holiday after their deaths. And then when we go down to verse 11, it says, and after these 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yah entered into them, and they stood up on their feet, and a great fear fell upon them which saw them. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and a 10th part of the city fell. And the earthquake was slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. The second woe was past, and behold, the third woe come quickly. So all that from Revelations 11:1 down to 13, which consists of the two witnesses, was the second woe. That's it. It lasted for 3.5 years. And he said, did not Elijah die? No, Elijah did not die. He was translated. He was taken up in chariots. And then we can go ahead and get that.
I can't see the comments no more.
You can't? Our twin asked, did not Elijah die as John the Baptist? No, because John the Baptist got beheaded, and we don't see Elijah beheaded. He was actually taken up in chariots. And I think I'm going to get that. But yeah, those that
was
were,
Genesis 5 for Enoch, right?
yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to keep these tabs up so I got it. But okay, I got it. Genesis
All right. 5. I think it's in 2 Kings, so we go there. So the World War III is not the three woes. That makes no sense according to the Bible. We just read that the second woe consists of the two witnesses, and that lasts for 3.5 years. So we got a long way to go before we even get to the first woe.
Let me see. Oh.
All right, yeah. So it's 2 Kings 2, chapter 2. It says, when the Most High was about to take Elijah up to heaven in a whirlwind, Elijah and Elisha were on their way to Gilgad. Elijah said to Elisha, stay here, the Most High has sent me to Bethel. But Elisha said, as surely as the Most High live and you live, I will not leave you. So they went down to Bethel. The company of the prophets at Bethel came out of Elisha and asked, do you know that the Most High is going to take your master from you today? Yes, I know, Elisha replied, so be quiet. Then Elijah said to him, stay here. Elisha, the Most High has sent me to Jericho. And he replied, as surely as the Most High live and as you live, I will not leave you. So they went to Jericho. The company of the prophets at Jericho went up to Elisha and asked him, do you know that the Most High is going to take your master from you today? And he replied, yes, I know. Then Elijah said to him, stay here. The Most High sent me to Jordan. Elijah's going to all these different places. And Elijah's getting confirmation from these different people that Elijah's going to be taken. He said he already knows. And so when we go down to verse 11, it says that as they were walking along and talking together, suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them. And Elijah up to heaven in a whirlwind. Elijah saw this and cried out, my father, the chariots and horsemen of Israel. And Elijah saw him no more. Then he took hold of his garment and tore it in two. Elijah was taken up. And that also proves that the chariots of the Most High is not space.
I knew you was about to say that.
Yeah. So it's literally horses and fire. We all know the Most High, he's a consuming fire.
Right.
He's surrounded by fire. His chariots is fire. Horses are fire. So ain't no spaceship about to beam people up out in America. Y'all better get comfortable and stay here. That's what's about to happen. This whole Ukraine-Russia thing, that's already been mapped out. It's just a distraction. And it's like, and a lot of people are not even ready for America to fall. They're too dependent on the system anyway.
Not at all. Not
So
at all.
you over here saying, yeah, America's gonna fall, it's gonna fall, yet you got a whole family, you got a job, and you're not even independent of the system.
They up here, I seen a post where it was this dude saying we should all be praying that this pop off World War III. Like,
Right.
Like you don't even understand what the scriptures literally say. Don't pray for that day. So I don't even.
Not pray for destruction. You yourself, what you saying?
But it's cool, you know.
But yeah, that's it. It wasn't gonna be a long lesson. It's just literally reading contextually what the second woe is. It's not war. It's not World War III. And then people, and then I seen one today. I'm not even gonna say the name, but it was a camp dude. He literally posted the scripture of Joel 3 about the battle of Jehoshaphat.
All right.
I'm like, that takes place in the Middle East, and you use scripture for what's going on in Europe. And right now, there's only 2 nations, so it's like, and people don't understand that literally takes place like after the 1,000-year reign, the battle of Jehoshaphat. He gathers all nations. That's like the end.
Yo, Revelations 11. Let me see. Do you have a breakdown for the third from verses 15 to 19?
No, I'm about to read it. Nah, because I just been heavy on this on 2 witnesses.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to it right now, actually.
I was just yeah wanted to run through it. I was just curious because I gotta go study this video over.
Yeah.
But it made sense though for sure. Just the way you put the scripts together too.
Right. Yeah, so Zechariah, he saw the same thing, the 2 candlesticks. John saw the same thing, the 2 candlesticks, and revealed to him. Actually, Zechariah was revealed that the 2 candlesticks was the 2 anointed ones. And we know those 2 anointed ones is Elijah and Enoch, because they both did not taste death. They have to taste death in order to fulfill that curse of Adam. Because even our Messiah went through it, he had to die. They had to die as well. But
Right.
God's going to make use of them back on the earth to do what they have to do for 3.5 years and then take them back up.
That's crazy.
I know. It's like,
Wow.
my Bible, my Blue Letter Bible is not working. Just read it.
Yeah, I'll read it. Revelations 11, verse 15, it says, "And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, The kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Master and of his Christ, and he shall reign forever and ever. And the 24 elders which sat before the Most High on their seats fell upon their faces and worshiped the Most High, saying, We give thee thanks, O Most High, which art and was and art to come, because thou hast taken to thee thy great power and hast reigned. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldst give us reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and unto the saints, and give them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldst destroy them which destroy the earth. And the temple of the Most High was open in heaven, and there was seen in his temples the ark of his testament, and there were lightnings and voices and thunderings and an earthquake and a great hail. So I didn't know if you had something for that, because it seemed like it's just, it could be right after another, you know what I'm saying? But just trying to fit it in the
right. Yeah, no, I haven't got to that one. But see,
yeah.
we still see more destruction. And it says that the day of the Lord is a cloudy and dark day. So when he comes back, it's not pleasant at all.
Right. Yep.
And it says, and there was flashes of lightning. I mean, it kind of sounds like what the Messiah said after when he says, it should be wars and rumors of wars. for the coming of the Son of Man, you shall see lightning from the east and lightning from the west. So shall the coming of the Son of Man. So that's
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
yeah. So we all know that that's how Messiah's gonna come, and everyone's going to. He also told us that if someone says that he's here in the desert, don't go. Oh, he's here over here, don't go. We're
Right.
going to a lot of that too.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's some crazy stuff.
All right. So that's pretty much what I had to bring out. So yeah, it wasn't going to be a long one at all.
No, I mean that's cool as long as we saved it, cause I gotta go back over it myself. So
Yeah.
facts. But yeah, we could set up another lesson for you. You free Saturday, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you ain't free Saturday, whenever day you is, really.
I'm going to be free in the evening time.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we could try to set up something on Saturday then.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. Well, what you trying to bring out?
I'm indecisive as far as it's out of like two things, but I'm indecisive. Did we save a Revelations 20? Did we ever save one?
Did we ever bring that out?
Yeah, like did we got one of the videos done? I know we talk about it a lot, but I don't know if we ever did a video on it.
No, we haven't. We did talk about it a lot. I got notes saved on that too.
Yeah, I might touch Revelations 20 probably, or we could do 20 and 21.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah, but yeah, cool. All right, then, bro. I'm gonna hit you up on the chat in the group chat.
yeah. I don't know if anyone has questions, but
Oh yeah. Somebody got some questions.
I don't know if anyone does, but it
I
was
can't even see the questions. I can't even see the comments no more.
no, you can't.
You couldn't see them last time.
I know. Nah, no one got any questions. I mean, it was pretty much self-explanatory. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be saved too. So, but yeah, hopefully, um, we got a clear understanding on what the second woe is. So during this whole Ukraine Russia thing, we should not be alarmed. We should not
Yeah.
be going crazy. This is the time now where we should really be oiling our lamps. You don't want to be the five virgins that have no oil, and then it's midnight and you got nothing in there. That's literally what I'm seeing right now. Everyone's getting crazy. Everyone think that the end is basically here when we still got a long way to go. And then once everything is done and we're still here, now what?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, you know, and you were saying it too. People are literally you know, people will stop believing in the sun and everything because they got it on their time. You know what I'm saying? On the time where they feel like it's, oh, it should be happening right now because I'm reading it like this, and maybe you just reading it wrong. Maybe you don't got the right understanding, and it's actually, you know, you just need a better understanding of what you're reading.
Right.
But that goes from the Torah to, the whole Bible. A lot of people don't have a proper understanding of it. So,
Mm-hmm. That's
but
the thing.
yeah,
It's
that great falling away.
great falling away, and people don't understand. Like you really gotta endure. That's why the Bible stressed that a lot. Like I'm sure the apostles thought that they're going to see the kingdom. That's what they kept asking the Messiah. Like, well, when's the kingdom coming? When's the kingdom coming?
Mm-hmm.
He literally said, "Y'all gonna die." He said, "It's not time." So it's like you just got to preach this word, get the Most High sheeps ready, that the kingdom's coming. Who knows when that will be? It's just we have to do our part now while we're alive to make sure we get his people right. So that's
Yeah.
what we do. Too many people are focused on the wrong thing, trying to like you said, trying to put a timestamp on when the Messiah is coming. They see Russia flying missiles, so they think, I don't know, they think America is going to fall next week. We still got so many things that has to come to pass, and it's like,
One of the things is like the gathering. I don't even think
right,
that has like we ain't even really had a whole gathering. So to really think that if America is done for, how you think you getting out of here?
right.
Like you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It's confusion out here when it comes to it's
It's real,
confusion.
bro. This is confusion. That's, man. A lot of seeds being casted on stony ground. Seeds being cast in the wayside. That's what the Most High, he gonna have that remnant. Because after when it's all said and done, it's only gonna be a remnant left that believes in the salvation, believes in the word of Messiah, keeping the commandments of the Most High. We still got to come together as a nation. We're so divided that you expect to be saved out of here in the next 3 years. That right there, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it.
Facts.
Pray people were edified with this one, and those that come across this video, because I'm gonna post it, they be able to understand, dissect it, and remember, write down the scriptures.
Right.
That's the one thing that I'm trying to stress the most, is that we need to endure. That's it. That's all we gotta do is just endure, help the younger generation get right, teach them the right ways, trying to unite our people here with our people back home in Africa, make that bridge so we can really truly start coming together as people, instead of just being here in America stuck in a bubble, only focusing on ourselves and heathens. You ain't gonna get nowhere.
Facts.
You ain't gonna get nowhere.
All facts. Man. But yeah, though. You could definitely try to bring out something again before the end of this week or whatever.
Yeah. Revelation's showing to be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that one. So yeah. But all right, bro. I'm gonna see you in a minute.
All right. Shalom, everybody.
Shalom, y'all.